G and Matty on Big G Country.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Big G and Matty. Good to have you with us this week.
Yeah, so much happening these days, and of course, sports in full swing now with baseball. We've got football about to get ready to hit the field. The football players, all this talk about your buddy Aaron Rodgers with the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
So what's going to happen there?
Listen, I've been a Green Bay Packer fan ever since I was so small. I think I was under 100 pounds back then.
Yeah, you were small, all right. Yeah, small like a tractor.
But I have been cheering for Green Bay for so long, and I love it when the Packers play on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, and I love my Maple Leafs. But, you're a pretty rabid football fan as far as the Packers are concerned. I mean, who else walks around with a piece of cheese on their head?
Well, of course. I mean, anybody
Come
who's...
on.
Well, if you're a Green Bay Packer fan, you got to know that Green Bay's in Wisconsin. Wisconsin is the milk capital of the United States of America and the cheese capital of the United States of America. That's why they call us cheeseheads. And well, look at this picture. This has got to show you that when I'm ready to watch a game, this is how this is my attire. And the grandkids will come or the kids will drop by and they'll say, "Dad, come on." I mean, nobody's watching you here. No, sir. I got to have that cheese head on. Otherwise, strange things might happen.
Well, at least I'm a little more calm when it comes to my sport.
Whoa. Back up. You're a little more calm? You are a little more calm? Tell us, everybody, about your little procedure watching the Maple Leafs play.
Well, I do have my little friend that comes with me every game, and, that's to the lazy boy.
Well, let's have a look at him now. Yeah, I'd say he's a nice little friend. What, you got a name for him?
Bud E. He's my little teddy bear. I take him everywhere. Sits with me during every Leaf game, and he wears a Maple Leaf toque, a Maple Leaf jersey.
I can see that.
And he's even got little skates, by the way. And, well, he's not afraid to tip one back either when I'm watching my Maple Leafs play.
Oh, he's not, is he?
Well, he's a Bud E, right?
Yeah, well, of course, yeah.
So,
now, hey, wait a minute. Why don't you tell everybody about the rubber brick you have?
Yeah, actually, some friends gave me a foam brick. I can throw at the TV when things aren't going so well with the Leafs. But, I like to get into the game, too.
Yeah.
I wear my Maple Leaf jersey. I wear my Maple Leaf hat. I wear my Maple Leaf tighty whitey blueies or bluey whitey tighties, whatever they are.
Yeah, tighty whities.
And my Maple Leaf socks. And I even wear a can.
Oh, a can?
Yeah.
What do you mean you wear a can?
A jockstrap.
So that makes you a really true Maple Leaf athletic supporter. Is that what you're saying?
I'll tell you this much.
Yeah.
I get Joanne to hit me there with the hockey stick a couple of times just to get me in the mood. It hurts for a little while, but
somebody comes through the door, you give a body check, do you, Matty?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't hurt as badly as though. It doesn't hurt as bad though as when the Leafs lose.
I know.
So we had a lot to talk about today.
No, I know. Talk about the clothing though, and sportswear and whatever. Now that the summer is upon us, Matty and Big G and Matty not only have the advice for the lovelorn and advice for marriage counselors and all of this, we also give fashion tips, and we have a story that we're going to share with you right now on some summer attire.
Ladies and gentlemen, this morning, once again, as a public service, Big G and Matthews wants to, educate you as to what to wear on a date. So, proper attire.
This is for the women.
Oh, it's for women. All right.
It's a two-part expose.
It's a two-part? All right.
From Match.com, they took a survey asking what people would like to see their companion wear on a summer date.
All right. Yeah.
For the women,
yeah,
81% of the men like women to wear white pants on a date.
Really? Mm-hmm. Wow.
92% of men prefer them to wear short skirts.
Oh, okay.
I like cutoffs myself.
Yeah.
12% of men say the woman should not wear a midriff-bearing shirt.
Oh, 12% say they shouldn't. So,
no.
In other words, 88% say...
So it's not a good thing.
All right. Okay.
56% of men really don't like big sunglasses on women.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of...
And 53% of men said it's not acceptable for a woman to wear a thong swimsuit for a beach or pool date.
They say it's not acceptable.
Not acceptable.
Where the heck are these guys from?
I'll tell you.
All right.
For the men,
Yeah.
listen up, guys.
Yeah. This is what
Almost 70% of women say it's never appropriate for a date to show up wearing skinny jeans.
Oh, really?
Well, we don't have to worry about that one. No. 80% of women say a guy should never walk around shirtless, even if he has good abs.
Oh, come on.
We don't have to worry about that one.
Matty loves to show his six-pack off.
I know. But it's not a good thing. 93% say they prefer.
The only way you show off your six-pack is the box you're carrying it in.
Or the bag.
Yeah.
93% say they prefer a man to wear a polo shirt and khakis on a date.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. Yeah.
What is this thing they call a polo shirt?
Well, it's it's the stuff you call my stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my truck driver's hat.
Yeah.
Remember that shirt I had on last week, and you said, "Where'd you get that shirt?"
Yeah.
Well, that's
okay.
That's a polo shirt, buddy. Just because you don't even know what a polo
So
shirt
the babe,
looks like.
that's what the babes like.
I mean, if it doesn't have writing on the front of it, you ain't wearing it. Because it says usually it's free. All right.
91% of women said they're not ready to see their date sport a Speedo at the beach or the pool.
Yeah, of course. In other words, you dress like your parents were on the date with you. Is that what you're saying, Matty?
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, okay.
81% of the men like women to wear white pants. 92% prefer short skirts. That's 173%. So let me figure this out. 73% of guys are hoping to date a pair of twins. That's what I'm thinking. And one thing I can tell you from personal experience.
And what would that be, Matty?
Do not show up at the woman's house wearing a gold thong with "the greatest show on earth" written on it.
Well, there you go, guys and gals. What to wear and what not to wear this summer. Okay.
And our show today is brought to you by our good friends at Rito Acres Family Campgrounds.
Rito Acres is the place to be.
It's that time of year, spring, time to plan your summer vacations and weekend fun. Why not book now for your summer camping and RVing at Rito Acres Family Campground, Eastern Ontario's full-service camping facility, located on a UNESCO World Heritage Site known as the Rideau Canal, on a series of lakes joined by lock systems that links Kingston to Canada's capital city, Ottawa. Rideau Acres is only 10 minutes from downtown historic Kingston. Here's what Rideau Acres has to offer you and your family when you visit: the spacious pull-through campsites, trailers, and motorhomes, the swimming pool staffed with lifeguards, a beautiful beach to enjoy for a relaxing afternoon of fun and family, excellent fishing on Colonel By Lake, a boat docking facility for your fishing or pleasure craft, boats, canoes, and kayaks available for rent, a beautiful banquet hall for weddings or meetings to fit any occasion, 136 acres of outdoor adventure, hiking, biking, playground, swimming, fishing, horseshoes, basketball, and so much more. Make Rideau Acres your camping destination this year. You better book now. We're filling up fast. Visit RideauAcres.com or call 613-546-2711.
Rito Acres is the place to be. Come on out, you'll see at the gated community.
Well, our special guest on the program today is one of Canada's top country music artists, producers. He owned his own record company. He had his own publishing company, his own studio. He did his own booking. His name is Larry Mercey.
Hello, Mom. How's your day? Is it sunny there in
And he formed a group with his brothers called the Mercey Brothers. Do you remember the brothers' names?
Yes, I do. There was Larry, Curly, and Mo.
No.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
That's.
But talk about longevity.
Yeah. No, wait a minute. Let me say. It's Larry, Ray, and Lloyd.
Oh, okay.
Those are the Mercey
I know
Brothers.
that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you talk about longevity.
Mm-hmm. They've been around a long, long time.
Well, I first met them back in the late 1960s, but I know that Larry actually started to perform down in Wingham, Ontario, the Wingham Barn Dance, back in the late 50s. Larry has written a book called Have Mercy.
Nice little play on words, by the way.
Yeah, and not only, it is a great book. I've read the book, and Larry, welcome to the show, and I know that you go back a long way with both of us.
Yes, I certainly do. Absolutely. Many, many years. And I'm very excited to see you guys.
It's nice to have you aboard.
When you get to our age, it's just excited to be seen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got that right. Absolutely.
The first time we met, I was doing some calculations in my mind, but I believe it was 1967.
Right.
And the first time I met you and your brother Ray, you came into the studio at CFGM in Toronto, up the back stairs of the pharmacy.
I don't even remember
The
where it
Kenzie
was.
Pharmacy.
That's just in Richmond Hill or someplace, I think it was.
Yeah.
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 In Richmond Hill, and then of course we did a lot of gigs together. You know, you played downtown Toronto at the Horseshoe, and you played festivals around Ontario, and had some great music.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you. And we played in Kingston a lot too. It was one of our main places we played.
You were here in the '70s a lot. Yeah.
Yep. Well, we played at the old Blink Bonnie and down in Gananoque before Kingston had any liquor bar, like any bars like that. So the first place we played in Kingston was called the Townhouse, and it was a great club. And then we played at the 401 over the years, and down the Manor, and lots of places, and at the Grand Theater and different places. But Kingston was one of our main places to play.
And then you met this guy here, Matty, in the '80s at CFGM, right, Matty?
Yeah, it was. Well, actually, you might have run into you at CKBY in Ottawa way back around.
Well, yeah. There, I guess, with Ted Daigle.
Yeah, Ted Daigle, Doug Anderson. I go back to those years. Actually started in 1970 in Smiths Falls.
Was that right?
Yeah, at the old C-Jet. But I'm sure you came through the station many times at CFGM in Toronto. I started there in, 81. So
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah, I met you and your brothers then, I think more than a few times. But you guys were a real treat to see. And we were just listening to one of your songs a few minutes ago, by the way, and I still love it today. Hello, Mom. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, Mom. Yes. That was one of our biggest records.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I loved Uncle Tom, and I loved, let's see, there's so many of your songs. Now, did you write your own stuff back then, Larry?
We did a little bit. I remember probably the song that we brought into CFGM was called My Song for You, was one that I wrote. But in general, we tried to wear different hats. We were an artist, we were a songwriter, we were publishers. And as an artist, we wanted to get the best song we could. That was the most important thing. It wasn't what we wrote. If there was something better that we wrote, that's the song we want. Because it was being the plays on the radio that you fellas helped in that direction for sure. Played was that how we would get our jobs. And it was playing out where you really made your money. It wasn't from selling records or writing songs. It was performing where you would make your living.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Now let me tell this story because when I first met you, you came to CFGM. There was you and Ray. And then later on, your brother Lloyd started to play drums for you. But Larry Mercey comes in, and our job as DJs to do an interview. And all of a sudden, how do you interview a guy that's got a very bad stutter? And this man had a very bad stutter. And it was like the Mel Tillis, scenario. He could sing perfect, but he had this stutter. A few years later, 3 years later, he comes back. I interview him again. He has no stutter. And I said to him, Larry, what happened? So tell the story.
Well, what changed my life was hypnotism. I'd be actually 27 years old then at that particular point. But before then, I really called it more of a stoppage. It wasn't a stutter. Like I didn't say, well, whatever. I would just say, And especially if people asked me a question that I would know the answer to, like, what's my birthday? What's my name? I might say 1,000 ahs like that and not be able to say what I wanted to say. I still have that problem at times a little bit. And the fellow that did hypnotize me taught me how to self-hypnotize myself, which I do quite often. If I'm going to do I'm doing a concert or a festival someplace, I will often hypnotize myself, telling myself I will remember my lyrics, which is a big thing when you get to over 80 to remember your lyrics, and that I want to give 110%. I want to have fun. I want to enjoy it. And with the speech problem, the fellow told me that I would be confident in all situations. To think about that, to think about something I'd like to do. At that particular point, there was no doubt about it. I would like to call CFGM and see whether they're playing our record or not. And I couldn't do that. But after being hypnotized 2 or 3 times going there, I could have called the President of the United States. I was very confident.
Wow.
Interesting.
I know.
Interesting story.
It was an amazing transformation because it must have been so frustrating for you to try and communicate, right? As it would for anybody with that situation.
At times I could talk to anybody just like I'm talking to you right now. And then this problem would just happen if they asked me a certain question or something like that.
Mm-hmm. You guys, you've had a wonderful history in music. It's been a livelihood for you, and you've probably mentioned now you've done some other things. But tell us about your book. We're really excited to hear about the book that you wrote. Yes,
well, I'll just hold it up for a minute here, let the folks see it. So you can see that there. It's 423 pages, got 102 pictures in it. And if you can see behind me, there's a bunch of scrapbooks here. Well, my mother kept a scrapbook when I started on the CKNX barn dance in 1956. And it was a barn dance that traveled a 100-mile radius of Wingham, Ontario. And she would write in there every Saturday where we went, what songs I sang, how much I got paid, whether my grandparents went or whether the rain snowed or whatever. And when she stopped the book, I kind of continued that. So I've got 22 scrapbooks. Wow. I also have almost all of my date books of where we played. So I really had a lot of information to write from. And I've got grandchildren, and in fact, I've got a couple of great-grandchildren. And I wanted to have something for them to know what their grandfather did, you know.
So how do people get a hold of your book?
Well, they get it from me, actually. I've got a few stores that carry the book, but just by sending me an email to larrymercey40@gmail.com and just asking me how much it is or whatever, and I will email them back, give them the information, and I will mail them out a book.
I just want to let you know, Larry, sitting beside me is a legend. His name's Bucky Pride.
Oh, yeah.
Bucky sang a great song one time, and there was about 500 Canadians, and they stood, but they left.
They just stood up, walked out. But
oh no.
Well, you know, Larry, I'm listening to what you were saying earlier about hypnotist. And that was my problem. I would have made it big in Nashville, they said.
Yeah.
But I couldn't remember the words to the songs.
Yeah.
Well, if you'd have went to a hypnotist, you'd have just, who knows how big you would have been.
Well, there was only two things that stopped me, they said. The fact that I couldn't remember the words, and I had no talent. So other than that, we were good to go.
Oh, Larry, it's been great. It's been great talking to you. I look forward to it, and Once again, we'll put up on the screen how to get a hold of your book.
Okay. Thank you very much.
I'm sure you've got a lot of great old fans around here, and I'm telling everybody right now, this is a great book to read. It's got detail after detail in it, and it's going to be really good on your bookshelf. Larry Mercey, thanks for being with us, buddy.
Thank you very much. Glad to
Take
be
care,
here.
my friend.
Okay, bye now.
Well, there you have it, Larry Mercey. Wow, 65 years, Matty.
That's incredible. Hard to believe. I mean, the notes his mother kept, then he picked it up after her. And talk about meticulous. 65 years. How do you remember all that stuff? I can't remember 65 minutes ago.
Yeah, I know. Where are my car keys? You know, like, but I read the book, and once again, I have to tell you the details in that book, and I am very proud to say that actually he published an article that I had written in the Kingston This Week years ago when he was coming to perform here in Kingston, and he published that in the book. And I can't remember exactly where, but I think it's page 265. But anyway.
Yeah, you'll find it there.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. But he sent us a copy of the book signed by Larry, and we want to thank you very, very much.
Yes, thanks, Larry. That's an amazing job.
We're going to be right back on the program, and we're going to tell you how you can get one of these great Big G and Matty coffee mugs in just a minute. But right now, here's a word from our sponsor, Lennox Fence.
Big G here for Lennox Fence, Eastern Ontario's fencing specialists. For residential, commercial, industrial, or agricultural fencing, one call solves it all. Lennox Fence offers sales, installation, and repairs to any and all fencing. All fencing materials are in stock for cash and carry customers with our professional support. Call for a free estimate at 613-354-3449. Just north of the 401, Lennox Fence is now owned and managed by the Hewson Group.
Well, that just about does it for today's program. But, Matty, before we go, let's tell everybody how they can get their Big G and Matty mug with our mugs on it. This is a 15-ounce coffee mug, Matty.
Yeah, I know. It's not those little ass things you see on your kitchen table in the morning. These are the biggies, pardon the pun. So why not pick one up? We'll tell you how. And the price is right, by the way. I mean, look at those pretty faces.
Just $20, and you'll be able to get yourself one of these mugs. And the $20 will help us with expenses for the program and help us to grow the program as well. And we really appreciate that. Yes, we will be telling you how you can pick yours up, or if you're out of our Eastern Ontario area, we can mail them to you, but there will be a charge for Canada Post. It's $20, and you can get information by emailing me at biggcountry.ca. $20. Look at that nice package, eh?
Yeah, and we'll put something up on Facebook for you as well.
Yeah, both our Facebook pages and on Twitter. That's it for this week.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you soon right here on Big G and Matty Country.
Big G and Matty on Big G Country.